probably been a point in your life when you have become enraged at some form of injustice. Oftentimes we feel so helpless because we don't know how to personally advocate, and we just wish we knew the right person who did. As someone who has 2 degrees in justice-related issues, believe me, I understand how you feel. But here's the funny thing about justice. Justice claims are made about wrongs committed against people. No one's screaming injustice when a cockroach is killed. Well, why not? Because there's a difference between a human and a cockroach. When you kill a cockroach, people cheer that you've removed the pest from the house. When you kill a person, people mourn that you have removed something beautiful from our world. So you can see that it is essential to recognize the value of a human life and how morality is not just something that exists in theory, but is real. But how do we know that? Why do we feel that humans have value? For instance, who told us that rape is wrong? We certainly don't get it from the world of atheism, which teaches us that all people are just a product of time plus matter plus chance. And so therefore we have no intrinsic value. And just as bad, morality is subjective. You do what is good for you, and I do what is good for me. Problem is, what if what's good for me is to never tell you the truth, to always lie right to your face? How can you ever accuse me of doing wrong if we each decide our own morality? Well, this is where I find the Christian worldview helpful. Because Christianity teaches that all people are reflections of their Creator, and He imparts value on every single person. And so therefore, God gives all of humanity a moral code to live by. This moral code places parameters around the way we're to treat one another. When you violate this moral code towards another person, you have committed an injustice. And so Christianity lays out for us what injustice actually is. But we know God is also against injustices because God loves all people and sees all people as equal. We see that in the way that He interacts with society and also in the life of Jesus. Jesus is both God and man, expressing deep love for the world that causes Him to stand up against injustices. People who were shunned by society, He embraced. The untouchables were touched by Him. People who were unloved, He loved. And justice is why God couldn't just forgive our wrongs, because then He Himself is not being just. Imagine you broke into your neighbor's house and stole their TV. When you were caught and brought to court, the judge said, "Hey, just don't worry about it and head home." How would your neighbor feel? Was justice served? Or was another injustice created? In order for justice to be done, someone has to pay. There is a consequence for wrongdoing. So while God does require justice for what we've done wrong, His mercy on us runs so deep that He doesn't require us to pay the penalty. Justice is carried out on Him, on Jesus, on the cross. The concept of justice helps us better engage with our world. So when we are fighting for and carrying out justice causes, we are actually modeling God's behavior by advocating what is right for all of humanity. A God who says that all of His creation is valuable and should be treated as those who are loved by God.